Also, today we're going to look at the Dragon Hide Concealment Kydex inside the waistband holster for my Glock 19X with a Streamlight TLR1 HL. They were nice enough to send me two holsters, this of which is the second one that they sent me, and I was having some issues getting a nice holster, so they were nice enough to help me out, so a big thank you to them. So let's look at the craftsmanship first, and then I'll show you how it looks on me. So, craftsmanship on this holster, much like the first one, is pretty good. All the edges have been buffed out real nice and smooth. The inside of the holster is also nice and smooth, so it doesn't wear on the finish of your gun. The lines of the holster, again, pretty nice looking, nice and smooth, doesn't look like a bunch of popsicle sticks have been shoved into a holster. So, let's see, the clip is also on there, pretty good and strong, and is fully adjustable, and the screws are recessed, so again they don't affect the finish on your gun, but they are adjustable. There's multiple holes in there, so you can adjust the cant and ride height of the holster. Along with the wing on here is again good and sturdy on there, and has the third hole so you can adjust it to your liking, and you can also tension the holster to your liking, so that however you would want it, whether you want a good firm holster or a real loose one, you can adjust that to your liking. Overall, the finish of the holster is really nice. They cover the most of flashlight, which is nice, so it kind of protects that from getting busted or bumped or whatever. So let's put the gun in the holster. Good solid click in. I don't have this tensioned too tight, but it's a good firm click in, and even though it's tensioned pretty light, I mean, if I really shove on it, it'll eventually come out, but it holds the gun in, but yet the draw is good and smooth. And the nice thing is around here, while it still it covers the entire trigger guard, it doesn't hamper you from being able to get a full firing grip on it, and that's one of the nice things I like. Is I have noticed with bigger hands that some of the holsters, they're a little too big in this area, and it, especially with the undercut of the newer Glocks, makes it harder for you to get a grip. But you can get a full firing grip on this with it in the holster and perform a nice draw. So one of the other things I like is the fact that it's got a full sweat guard. I know some people are back and forth on the full sweat guard. I personally like it. I know some of the reasons people don't like them is they think that it kind of digs into you. I think that's more or less just part of carrying inside the waistband for particular guns, because the sweatband doesn't really ride any higher than the gun itself, but is still able to cover the gun from, your body, because your sweat is salty and salt corrodes, so we all know what happens to metal, when there's corrosive, something corrosive on it. So really like that. Covers the sights real well in the front. I don't know if you can see, there is a good bit of room in there, so if you were to change your sights to maybe something a little bit taller or perhaps wider, looks like there's plenty of room in there where you could also do that and it would not affect it. So really like the holster. The craftsmanship on it's pretty good. Let's see how it looks on my body. Alright, so here we are at crotch cam, or whatever I'm calling it right now. Put down below in the comments what you think I should call this camera angle, because frankly I haven't figured it out yet. But as you can see, here's the holster. Rides pretty comfortable on your belt. I do use a decent carry belt, so it supports it real well. For now, pretty much this is set up to carry it as appendix with the wing. I suppose you could probably carry it in other positions, but with the wing it's primarily set up for like an appendix carry, and the wing does its job. It keeps the butt of the gun pushed up against you, so it doesn't really print too bad. Fairly comfortable. Now, because you're carrying appendix, and I will say this, and this is pretty much all appendix holsters, but if you're going to carry a decent sized gun and with a flashlight, right, and you're going to be doing a lot of sitting, you're going to notice it. You're probably going to want to take the gun off before, if you're going to be sitting or driving for a while, because after a while it can kind of get uncomfortable. But you know, that's part of carrying appendix, and that's, you know, also having a flashlight or a full-size gun in that particular area can do that. So, and I want to show, the nice thing is, because this has this clip, right, you could just pull up on the clip and pull the whole holster and everything out in one package, and, you know, if you were driving, you could put it next to you or however you want to store it. So, as far as concealment goes, right, conceals really well. As you can see, all I did was pull a light t-shirt over, and it's gone. It's really gone, right? Now, the other thing is, and I'm going to pull the shirt tight, right? Now, you'll notice, now this is partially my belt's fault, but you think maybe this is the gun? No, this is just my belt. The gun is gone because, like, there is the butt of the gun. So, even if you have a tight shirt, like a little bit tighter shirt, it's still going to conceal right well because it's doing its job and keeping the butt of the gun from sticking out like a 2x4. So, conceals real well, is real comfortable. So, draw is pretty good, right? Reholster is nice. So, you can get a good firm grip on all of the gun, which is nice. I know some holsters, they ride a little bit high. This, it allows you to get your hand right up for a full firing grip, right? So overall, really happy with it. So let's go back up and give my final thoughts. Alright, so that's my review of the Dragonhide Concealment inside the waistband holster. Definitely happy with it. Real cool product. Guy, you can check him out on Instagram. He does a bunch of different stuff. Kind of cool. He does real nice work, and I will say the guy was nice enough to send me 2 holsters to try out, which I really appreciate. So yeah, not much else I can say about it, but I guess one of the only other things is I guess he's good at matching colors because, you know, this is as you can see, pretty damn close to the factory Glock Coyote Brown. I was trying to find different stuff to match the gun is kind of difficult because there is about 10 million different FDEs Coyote Browns. So it was kind of cool that when he said that he was going to be able to match the Glock almost exactly. But yeah, like I said, just a really good quality handmade holster and would highly recommend for anybody looking for one. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them and have a good day.